guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is definitely going to be top tier DIY. We gonna figure this out together type video. If you guys want to know what I'm talking about, let's go. Okay, so I know I definitely did a video on this on Instagram and TikTok. I don't remember if I talked about it on the tube, but basically I posted a video and I was talking about it, asking for opinions on what you guys think I should do, because if you have been here for a good minute, you know that I had my eyebrows microbladed in like 2018, 19, I think it was 2018, something like that. If you don't know what microblading is, basically it is where they have like semi-permanent ink put into your eyebrows so that you can just naturally wake up and have brows, right? And at the time, I like the idea, I like the outcome of my brows. It definitely made the whole like process of makeup easier because it kind of gave you like an outline. And if you have been here long enough and you know, you remember what my brows looked like before I got the microblading, you know, like I had brows, but I didn't have enough to where like the shaping and stuff like that, I had an outline for it. And when I had to use like an eyebrow pencil or something like that, I had to use the eyebrow pencil. The Anastasia pomade, y'all remember those days? I was using it and I was creating my own shapes that didn't even exist, shapes that I couldn't even see. I was just freehanding it. So I got the microblading done, and like I said, semi-permanent, so it is not a, you know, like a tattoo. Even tattoos, you know, sometimes they'll have to be touched up, stuff like that. But with microblading, they say you're supposed to get it done every, I think it's like every 3 years or something like that. However, if you have a deeper complexion, you actually take better to the ink. So whereas someone who has more fair skin, when they try getting microblading done, and you know, it might start to wear off after a year and a half, 2 years, stuff like that. If you have a deeper complexion, you should be able to make it to like 3 years, 4 years. Y'all heard me say I got it done in 2018 or 19. That is still ink that is in my eyebrows. It's still there. So we're talking like 7 years later. I think it's safe to say that my skin took really well to getting them microbladed, like even throughout my brow. The tails, like there is still ink in there. So you have the option of getting it done again. I necessarily didn't want to do that because, you know, it is like you are cutting into your skin, right? That's why some people, because it is something that you have to do like over and over again, the like scar tissue, it'll start to look scratched up on your skin. And you know, I'm real big on skin, especially the skin on my face. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to cause any scarring or anything like that. So I made a video and I was talking about it, and I was like, you know, and also microblading is not cheap, okay? At the time that I got it done, I think it was either like $4.99 or $5.99, something like that. It might have been, no, I don't believe it cost somewhere, I could just go watch the video. I don't believe it reached $600. At the time, there definitely were people you could have gone to where it would have cost you $600. I absolutely love the person that I went to for microblading. She is now available in Florida, so I will leave her information down below if you want to know who I went to, because I absolutely would recommend her. She does great brows. But I think it was like $4.99 or $5.99, something like that. If I wanted to get it done today, I'm seeing the prices going for it are somewhere around $600, $700. So yes, it's increased a little bit, but it's somewhere around the same place. Baby, it's not cheap, okay? Basically, it's the price of a Coach bag. A little more than a Coach bag. So I had the option of doing that again, or I could try letting my own brows grow out, and then I could try tinting my brows. Y'all said, baby, go with the tinting. And that's what I've been doing. So I will see if I can find the video, and I will post what my brows look like at the time where I made the video, but this is what my eyebrows look like. Now there is nothing in my eyebrows. This is what they look like after using the brow growth serum that I've been using. So now you're probably like, well, Shanygne, what brow growth serum are you using? I've tried a couple, and this is the only one that I feel like I'm actually seeing results using this. This is from GrandeLASH MD. It's their lash enhancing serum. I started off with the mini because I received the mini in a goodie bag that I got when I went to the LYS Friendsgiving. So let's say last November. So from last November to now is when I've been using this product, and I feel like, baby, it's giving brows. It's giving your girl has eyebrows. Now, yes, there is still ink in my brows as well. But I'm talking, if you look at the actual hairs, there's actual like brow hair there. So I would absolutely recommend this if you are looking for something that will grow out your eyebrows. I believe it's also if you want to grow out your lashes and stuff like that. But just like I don't play with my skin, I don't play with stuff around my eyes either. Cause y'all know I also got LASIK eye surgery. I want to keep the 20/20 vision as long as I possibly can. So I don't play with stuff around my eyes either. But if it works on my eyebrows, I feel like it should work on your lashes as well if you are trying to grow them out. So I have been growing out my eyebrows, and I just got the stuff to try tinting my brows. So that's what we are going to do. All of that long-winded to tell you guys, you said let it grow out and tint it, and that's what we are going to try to do. Okay, so I got two products here with me. I got them both from TikTok shop. I'm sure both of them are also available on Amazon if you are not on TikTok. I will figure it out when it comes time to link the stuff in the comments down below. But the first thing that I got are these brow maps. You could use the like white, like chalk type thing that I'm sure you guys have seen it when people get their brows done to line up your brows. You guys know a lot of people follow the whole rule of mapping out your brows this way, that way for the tail, this way for the top of your brows, and you know, the same thing for the bottom. I was gonna do that, but then I saw this and I feel like it'll just make it easier because I can literally just follow this along while I go in with the actual brow tint. So this is what, ooh, can you see the stickers? Can you see so here's where the top of the brow would go, and here's where the bottom of the brow would go. There's two sides, and it comes with all of these. So, I was like, maybe I should do like a test run type thing, but I don't know why I'm nervous. Okay, and then for the actual like tinting, so they have brow tints. I know Ardell has an actual like brow tint kit. I've seen a couple on Amazon. This is like a brow tattoo gel. It's supposed to kind of do the same thing. Some of the other ones that like the actual brow tinting kits, I believe you're supposed to get like 2 weeks wear out of them. This is 3 days, but also I'm gonna go with the 3 days for the first time that I'm doing it because I don't know if I'm going to like this or if it's going to come out how I want it to. So this is from QICIY. This is their Tattoo Eyebrow Gel Easy Peel Off in the shade number 3. I also couldn't figure out what shade I wanted. It's just a lie. You know, women just go through so much because, you know, like it has to be perfect. You know, your hair has to be exactly how you want it. Your brows have to be exactly how you want it. Your lashes have to be exactly how you want it. So this is what it looks like. And so I guess I'm gonna put the little stencil on and we're gonna figure this out, y'all. Let's go. So that is one side on. I don't know how I feel about the brow shape. I don't know, I feel like that looks really like angular, and I like more of a, ooh, my camera please. I like more of a curve for my brows. Also, I feel like, did that line? Here's the thing, it's this bottom one that is getting me because, can you see that? There's like a little bubble there because that is not the natural shape of my brow, right? If I were to leave this how it normally goes, it would cut off a lot of my actual brow. Like, I don't know if I'm making that make sense. Like, my actual brow is thicker and a little longer than this. So I had to curve this to fit how I want my natural brow to be shaped. So I think that's also what's throwing me off a little bit, but we're also here. So I'm gonna put the other side on, then we're just gonna go all in. Okay, so this is where we are. You know, they're supposed to be sisters, not twins anyway. Not me already having to give myself a pep talk because I'm nervous, but I feel like that is pretty aligned. I don't know, I feel like this is higher. I mean, I already have one of those like the rock eyebrows anyway, but we here. And again, it's only 3 days, so if I don't like it, I'll just put makeup on and make it through those 3 days, and you know, you just won't see me for those 3 days. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. That's the attitude that you need to have. It's gonna work out. Okay, so Let's see here, the instructions. Apply over brows in your desired shape and let dry for at least 20 minutes for best results. Leave on for 2 hours. Easily peel off gel tint starting from the inner corner of the brow towards the outside. Okay, okay, sounds easy enough. If you guys see me facing this way, it's because I'm also filming a real TikTok. So that's what that's what you see me over here doing. So I started doing it and then my mic shut off, so you didn't hear any of the talking that I just did, but at least there's still the front of the brow. So this is the brush that comes in it. It's literally just like draw it on. And I feel like it's a good thing that I got the stencil instead of like just using the line out, because I'm getting it on the stencil. So it can get on that instead of outside of the shape that I would have wanted. So I fear we look crazy, but that's both sides. Is one darker than the other? There's a lot going on right now, but we got to see it through. So I'm gonna set a timer. I'm gonna let it sit for the full 2 hours for the rest of my brows. I'm gonna set a timer for 20 minutes for the front of my brows, you know, just because they're gonna be a little lighter than the rest of them. But I'm gonna let the rest of it sit for 2 hours and then I'll come back and we'll see how this goes. All right, let's go. All right, y'all, it's been 20 minutes. This is what it looks like. Feels like it's hardened. I'm gonna take the stencils. Off first. So it took the front of my brow off. Damn it. I know I said I was coming back in 20 minutes to take it off, but like it took off more of the front than I intended to, but we here, so. Okay, maybe I need to hold it down on the other side. Ooh. I mean, thanks for helping me peel, I guess. Ooh. Damn it. Okay, guys, so it is 2 hours later. This is what it looks like. So the camera cut off. It's just, I feel like every time I try to do something DIY and I'm filming it, it just ends up chaotic. And I feel like, because I tried it with the lash cluster, stuff like that, it's the filming part that makes it more chaotic. I feel like things DIY, especially maintenance type things, when you're doing it yourself, it turns out better afterwards, because once you do it on camera the first time, you don't have to keep doing it on camera over and over and over again. So then you can just take as much time as you need. You can be up close and personal to a mirror, stuff like that. So we're gonna get through this go around. However, y'all, the shape, hold on, wait a minute. Now I did try afterwards, like maybe I could use makeup remover or something like that, because you see how it's out of line there a little bit. It was not budging whatsoever. So at least, you know, once you tattoo it on, it ain't coming off, at least for not them 3 days. But I am about to peel off the rest of this. I was thinking, should I do the tweezing now while it's still on? Or, well, let me just go ahead and remove this. Remember, ooh, they said peel from inside to outside, which makes sense because you pull this way, probably gonna pull some of your brow hairs out, and that would defeat the purpose. Okay, so I threw concealer on just to see like how would it look if I was putting makeup on, and you know, you clean up your brows with a little concealer anyway. That's how it looks with concealer on. I don't have any other makeup on. Okay, so Why is this so funny to me? So I threw concealer on to clean them up a little bit, and also to see like what it would look like if I was attempting to do a full face of makeup. You know, with it cleaned up, it looks it looks better with it cleaned up. So thoughts on brow tinting at home. I think for the first time me trying this, that this is a pretty decent outcome. Now, yeah, it looks very dark right now, just like if you got microblading done, it would look very dark right now. But it'll soften up, and I still feel like it'll be easier when I am doing a full face. I'm probably gonna record tomorrow or Sunday. And it'll still have enough look in there where you don't have to do a lot with brow products and stuff like that. It'll already give you the shape. It'll be easier for you when it comes to concealer. And as far as tinting it again in the future, I do like this. I do like how it looks. Like I said, you know, it's giving, wait a minute, little sisters. But I feel like we could get twins with just more practice. I feel, you know, I probably would not let the stencil stay on while it dries, because at least if I take it off before it starts to like fully set, if there's anything, I could probably like smush the product down or wipe product away. You get the point there. So that's one of my takeaways here. Definitely make sure it's like an even coat across. I feel like that will help as well, but I like it. And I think I picked the right color as well. I was a little nervous. I think this is technically like a dark brown. I was going to get straight up black because I have pretty jet black hair, so I think I made the correct decision on the brow color. And yeah, it's a lot. I'm looking at it and it's a lot, but I like it. I like it. So would I recommend this? Absolutely. Like I said, I will go try to find the products. If you're on TikTok shop, then I will let you know exactly what shop you can get it from on TikTok. If not, I'm sure this is available on Amazon or stuff like that. So I will have that in the description down below. If you were thinking of starting to do your brows at home by yourself, it's pretty easy. There's a learning curve, but it's pretty easy. So that might be something that you want to look into. You know, your girl is here to teach you how to save money by doing it yourself. Y'all know I'm a girl of convenience. I don't mind paying it for someone else to do it, but like little stuff like this that I can do, sure, why not? So that is it for this video. I hope seeing me test this out has helped. I know you were thinking of doing it for yourself. Make sure to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, turn notification bells down below. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.